The world is ruled by a narrow elite of reptilians that have come to us from outer space. Don't believe the pictures of the globe. You will find the truth in the Bible, in which the earth is flat and immovable.
And we're getting a picture on the TV.
The moon landing is a lie.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
COVID-19 was created by Bill Gates. And Elvis Presley is still alive. Welcome to the world of conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories often seem to come straight out of a science fiction novel. But as unlikely as it may seem, the spreading of conspiracy theories is a phenomenon that is constantly gaining in popularity. Why do some adults still believe in fairy tale-like narratives?
I think people have an inherent need of finding explanations for how the world works and what's happening around us. And the human mind is not really well suited for making rational thinking. Really, we are more of a rationalizing animal. So when we think, we usually go on our instinct or our emotion or intuition, and then we will jump to any intellectual acrobatics necessary to rationalize those emotions afterwards and find explanations that confirm our emotions to be true.
The origin of modern conspiracy theories can be traced back to the French Revolution.
To był taki moment w dziejach, w którym właściwie cała znana dotychczasowa postać świata, cały porządek, wedle którego rzeczywistość funkcjonowała, porządek, który się wydawał nienaruszalny, uległ kompletnej destrukcji, kompletnemu przeobrażeniu, kompletnej transformacji. I skala tego tak była dla ludzi prawdopodobnie ówcześnie żyjących potężna, tak przekraczająca ich zdolności rozumienia i ich zdolności takiego emocjonalnego pomieszczenia tego wszystkiego, co się stało, no, że zaczęli tworzyć tego rodzaju narracje, że gdzieś musi za tym stać jakaś intencjonalna, niezwykle potężna siła, która nie jest widoczna na pierwszy rzut oka, tylko działa z ukrycia, no i to ona czegoś takiego dokonała.
But the capture of the Bastille and the following social revolution was only the beginning. In the forthcoming centuries, many more events would come and undermine the idea that the world is in order. Just to mention a few: wars, the attack on the World Trade Center, the financial crisis, and finally, the coronavirus global pandemic. In this mass of tragedies, drawn up into a continuous flow of information and disinformation, many are looking for answers. The concepts that illustrate how events are connected and that there are seemingly no coincidences appear to be the perfect explanation. But where do these concepts come from, and who elaborates them?
We have very little evidence of how conspiracy theories really are born. But there seems to be some kind of a snowball effect where there's a rumor from somewhere and it just starts snowballing through media or social media or what have you. And then you end up with a story somewhere that just spreads around.
Jest teoria spiskowa, w myśl której teorie spiskowe celowo są wymyślane, niektóre przez jakieś rządowe agendy, przez CIA na przykład, albo przez jakieś inne tajne służby, po to, żeby kompromitować myślenie spiskowe i żeby ukrywać te prawdziwe spiski, które realnie się dzieją. Jest chyba ileś osób takich, które naprawdę w to wszystko wierzą. Tu przykładem David Icke, myślę, jeden z najbardziej znanych specjalistów od myślenia spiskowego.
The world as we know it is about to end. The world as we know it is about to end. David Icke.
David Icke is from the United Kingdom. He was a professional football player, a TV commentator, and a spokesman for the Green Party, although his popularity soared in the 90s when he claimed to have received a mystical message which he must share with the world.
We are being hypnotized by people like this. Newsreaders, politicians, teachers, lecturers.
Recently, he gave an interview in which he explained the causes of the global pandemic. His vision is simple. The world is ruled by a narrow elite of reptilians who consume human blood. He believes the COVID-19 pandemic, the emergence of 5G broadband and vaccines are part of the final stages in the process of enslaving mankind. Although his narrative sounds like a Hollywood blockbuster, in reality, many individuals were convinced of the accuracy of David Icke's perspective. This has led to the most extreme of conspiracy theorists to contest 5G antennas.
There's your 5G poles here.
5G mast on fire.
The 5G! No signal here. 0G now.
Conspiracy theories are no longer urban legends. They are powerful tools in the hands of politicians. Politicians who cynically exploit the fear of the unknown and the need to explain what is invisible to the eyes. To understand this concept better, we should look to the USA, where politicians have noticed the force of conspiracy theories and their influence in the 2016 presidential election.
I've just received a call from Secretary Clinton. She congratulated us. It's about us.
Donald Trump's presidency becomes the starting point for explaining the phenomenon of conspiracy entrepreneur.
USA is today the biggest factory of conspiracy theories, and the most important global universal conspiracy theories come from the USA.
The most recent 2020 election and the deadly US Capitol riot showed that conspiracy theories have an enormous potential to engage parties, organize and direct their actions in the public sphere.
We won the fucking day. Donald Trump is still our president.
It might seem that the standards introduced by Donald Trump and the United States as a whole is far from the one we know here in Europe. This particular way of thinking would be a mistake, because the European Union is looked at by some as an elitist organization, led by inhumane bureaucracy. It makes the EU the perfect surface for populist forces to project their conspiracy theories onto.
The European Union itself is very vulnerable towards conspiracy theories because this is an organization that many European people do not understand. The European Union is something alien, it's something far away, it's something that is not seen as totally democratic. So the European Union itself can be labeled as a conspiracy. For many people, it is something they do not understand, and they call it another secret club.
Conspiracy theories, especially the ones that undermine the principles of democracy, often lead to the polarization of society and fuel violent extremism.
I think the main danger of conspiracy theories in general is the lack of trust in institutions and the resulting erosion of democracy. Moreover, there are conspiracy theories that spread hate, which we have named hate-based conspiracy theories, meaning those conspiracy theories that point at a particular group on the basis of its personal characteristics, such as ethnic origin, religion, among others. And these groups are pointed out as the ones to be blamed, as perpetrators of the alleged plot or conspiracy.
The popularity of conspiracy theories grows each day. This is easy to see, especially through the internet, where it is increasingly difficult to verify what is the truth or what is fiction, what is a fact and what is a made-up story.
Conspiracy theories have always existed, okay, long before the internet. But it is true that the internet allows a much faster and wider spread of conspiracy theories and facilitates access to them. And in particular, I think social media platforms have a big role in the amplification of conspiracy theories. Having said that, I think internet can and must be used as a tool to combat conspiracy theories and their consequences.
The flat earth story is not funny anymore when we realize how many people believe in it. This is when we realize the danger of the existence of conspiracy theories.
They are so important because they are changing our lives. They are changing our democracies. They are changing the way that our states function, and they are so influential. And I think the most important fact is that in 2020, we realized that conspiracy theories actually cause an actual threat to our security, to our safety, and to our lives. And with COVID-19 and people who created and spread and believe in conspiracy theories about COVID, about vaccinations, really this put our lives in danger.
Perhaps, as philosopher Tomasz Stawiszyński wrote in his text, the human mind is shaped not to know the world, but to survive in it, and is simply not prepared to confront reality as it is. So, when faced with a choice, loneliness and meaninglessness versus community and sense, he increasingly often chooses the latter, even if, ultimately, this is a danger for himself and for us.